Welcome to Exchange Rates UK TV. It is the 27th of July 2021 at 2:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I really can't believe that July is almost over. That is just nuts. I just really can't believe it. Taking a look at Bitcoin again. So yesterday we saw it trading up, and when you look at the hourly chart, Bitcoin just tanked yesterday. I mean, at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. It's kind of repeat of yesterday, but I mean, it just tanked. And then you look at today, start to trade up, but now we're just traveling back down lower. So what exactly is happening? I've had these little annotations here for the article I wrote over this for today, but look at the big drop for, I said Bitcoin, I meant Cardano. At Cardano, I mean, we basically opened up, shot up roughly 20%, came back down to close a paltry 2% higher, pretty much right on that daily Kijun-sen. And we're back at that level today after moving up almost, I think, 6 or 7%, and now we're below the Kijun-sen. And really what we have going on here, if you look at those blue arrows, let me just hide the volume and the Ichimoku system for a second, but you have these lower highs, lower closes, but you have the higher peaks here in the composite index. That's hidden bearish divergence. And what we expect to see with hidden bearish divergence is a continuation of the prior overall trend, which was lower. If the prior trend was down, hidden divergence is only valid if the prior overall trend was lower, and that's what it's showing us. Now, saying that, it's important to know that as we're just kind of flattening out here, we're getting into a condition where the cloud is starting to thin. All right, it's getting a little thinner. Every day we go on now, we're going to, well, mostly every day from now on, certainly over the next 7 to 10 days, the distance between Senko span A and B are going to constrict. And if we trade in a range, we're just going to get kind of closer and closer. We're going to get into this condition where you don't see a huge amount of difference between where the Tenkan-sen, the Kijun-sen, and the cloud are at. Very similar to what we kind of saw back here on the 9th of June. And so what that means is for a breakout higher or lower, it's not going to take as much effort. If it's going to break down lower, I mean, wherever the lagging span ends up, and that's kind of been my barometer for the overall final determination of what my bias is, what I see, is where that lagging span is at. Because more than any other piece of the Ichimoku system, the lagging span has been very, very consistent with sticking with the candlesticks. It's been very consistent with staying above the candlesticks when it's bullish, and it's been very, very good at staying below the candlesticks when things are bearish. And so I wouldn't expect to see a huge change here. I would expect to see the lagging span continue to, follow the contour of these candlesticks and probably continue to follow it lower. Maybe we'll even see it move up a little bit again over the next, few days, remainder of the week, and only to see it just kind of drop. So don't be surprised to see that kind of thing play out, because that is a very likely scenario. But at the same time, if the lagging span, or the Chiku span, whatever you want to call it, if it moves above the candlesticks, and in this case, I'm going to say it has to close like a 148, then things are a little different in my view, because at that point, there will be a lot of conditions on the chart hinting towards a very near bullish converting chart on the daily Ichimoku chart. So pay attention to that. But for right now, things remain bearish. In the article and right now, it's looking like it's going to return to that 97 to 98 cent range before testing it as support and probably dropping below that. Just know that that's what I see here happening. And, there's an inside bar forming on the daily, which by itself creates a lot of trading opportunities, but we'll have to wait for the close of this candlestick to find those trade opportunities, because I want to make sure that the highs and lows here are established before the end of the day. Thank you for watching. From all the shared Exchange Rates UK TV, please don't forget to like and subscribe.